Hello guys and welcome back to World of Tanks Ace Tanker series. Today we are driving the Lorraine 155-51. It's a tier 8 French artillery, and driving the Lorraine is BloodyAngel95. So before half of you unsubscribe, just let me say a couple of things. I'm not a big arty fan, but the artillery is in the game and you have to live with it. Yes, it is broken. Yes, it annoys you very much when it shoots you over the hill. But what you gonna do? So I will take a step back and say a couple of things about the artillery, but also try and comment on the Bloody Angels game, because he really has an excellent game here in his Lorraine, and he deserves a fair amount of credits for playing excellent. So this tank has around 95mm on penetration on the HE shells, has 1250 damage on standard shells. He has two types of HE, one regular, one premium. The premium one only does more splash, so if you're into that you can use premium shells, but for the rest of you, here's what you can do. So first shot to the T-32 sets it on fire, and 800 damage from a first shot by the Lorraine. The reload time on the gun is around 30 seconds, and it is one of the better reloads on the tier 8 guns. So Bloody Angel is now aiming for the KV-4, and a shot from the artillery. He tracks the KV-4 in water, and what happens when you track a tank in water? He dies and you get 1500 damage to your name. So 2 shots, 2 kills by the artillery, and no one could ask a better start in this game, especially an artillery driver. So I'll just talk a little bit about the mechanics in the World of Tanks. So a lot of you don't like artillery, a lot of you like the artillery, and it's the one class in World of Tanks that separates the players. You always get some way to argue about is the artillery overpowered or not. Well, the things that the artillery was designed for is rooting out the tank destroyers that are sitting in the back. So World of Tanks is a classical rock paper scissors games, and every class has its counter class. So in the case of tank destroyers that are capping in the back, we have the artillery to root them out. Meanwhile, Bloody Angel scores his third kill. I'm sorry for not following the game exactly like I follow other games, but while the artillery is reloading like 30 seconds, I want to say a couple of things about the game mechanics. So for me personally, I don't mind the artillery in the game. Yes, I get angry almost every time when it hits me, but I get angry because the artillery drivers lately are not prioritizing targets by which tank they are driving, they are prioritizing by the players that are driving the tank. So if you're a blue player or a purple player, you're going to get arty shot a lot. So it happens a lot to me. I drive my tier 8 tank in tier 10 games and I get shot by arty, even though next to me stands a tier 10 heavy tank. Slower, more easier target to hit. Now let's just take a step back and see if Bloody Angel kills this guy also. Unfortunately 110 wasn't tracked, he survives this. So it's not about the artillery as much as about the players. The artillery drivers are prioritizing by WN8 and are all using XVM, and probably all of the guys use the XVM. It gives you advantage in the game, And as it looks like now, the wargaming is not going to do anything about it. So I suggest to all of you to start using XVM and other mods because everybody else uses them. And that's the thing that annoys me the most, because you cannot have a decent game if the artillery prioritizes you because you're a good player. I get angry because of that. If I'm a top tier and the artillery shoots me, I'm okay with that, I will not rage. But if I'm a lower tier and the artillery shoots me, I will definitely rage. So meanwhile, Bloody Angel kills another tank, it's 4 kills for him, and the game is going very well at the moment. So the view that you are seeing now is another mod. It's called the pedal system mod, and it's made for the artillery players so they know if they can hit the tanks behind the target. It gives you a tangent look on the battlefield, and you can see where your shots will land. It's pretty easy to aim with this mod. I've used it a couple of patches back, and I can say it's probably better than the standard view when you press shift on the World of Tanks. So what's the main problem with the artillery? Is it the accuracy? Is it the amount of damage that it does? Is it the artillery players that are shooting from behind the cover and you cannot spot them? Actually, it's a mixture of a lot of things, and a mixture of all of those things. So the wargaming did one thing to fix the artillery, and that's reduce the accuracy of the artillery. But as you can see, you can still hit tanks behind cover, no problem whatsoever. Even with the Lorraine that doesn't have any arc, you hit the tanks. 5th kill for the Bloody Angel. And buddy, I'm not saying that you're playing bad, you're playing an excellent game, but usually the artillery shouldn't be able to do those kind of things. Shoot the tanks behind cover. And the enemy artillery is doing great as well, 2 kills. Very good for the artillery. And the 6th kill for Bloody Angel. He is working his artillery very hard here. So, what I was saying, I was talking about the accuracy. So the wargaming nerfed the accuracy of all artilleries, and it made a huge impact. You do not get the games of 5 or 6 artilleries lately, you get maybe like 3. And that's the second thing they did, they reduced the amount of artillery players per one game. So the second thing they should have done is probably reduce the damage, but reducing the damage really doesn't make the artillery any less danger, because if you reduce the damage you have to increase the rate of fire. Artillery that cannot do 3000 damage or 2000 damage in tier 10 isn't going to be played by anyone. It will probably be used only in clan wars and strongholds, but nothing else. So, a couple of days back I played Armored Warfare, and I got to unlock a artillery piece in that game. Just to say, Armored Warfare for me is a clone, and it's a very good clone, and we will see if the game gets developed further, but up to now there is nothing that will make me start playing Armored Warfare more than World of Tanks. Meanwhile, Bloody Angel scores his 7th kill. A very good game for him. This is more than excellent gameplay for any artillery. It's more than I got in any of my artillery games. I think I got mostly 6. So, what Armored Warfare did is made the artillery be more playable, and the guys that get hit by the artillery are not getting angry that much, because the artillery does less damage. It only does around 250 damage per shot, so it's not that bad. But the rate of fire of the artillery in Armored Warfare is higher, and when you get to the end of the game, you actually have almost the same amount of damage as you would have in World of Tanks. So they didn't do anything, but obviously the model works better, so higher damage per shot, lower damage per shot and a higher rate of fire, and you still have a class that can serve as a class that is opposite to the tank destroyers, so you have something to root out those tank destroyers in the game. So what I would like to see in World of Tanks is a little bit of rebalancing, and maybe make the artillery as it is in Armored Warfare to do less damage per shot, but to fire a couple of more accurate shots and maybe have a larger splash. I think it will really help this class. BloodyAngel is having an excellent game. I have to say he did the right thing here. He relocated with the artillery, so he's playing very smart. He is not standing in one place and just shooting. And when playing like this, you are definitely not just another clicker, as everybody wants to call the artillery players. And he's also shooting blind on this bush, where usually a tank destroyer would sit. So the game is getting near to the end. It has only 2.5 minutes until it's finished, and if they want to win, they have to put some tanks to the spot. So everything is going for the spot. The 110 is going for the base, the Su-8 is going, and the Su-8 spots the enemy Lorraine, but the Lorraine was quicker on the draw and kills the Su. So BloodyAngel is in open. He's not going to shoot at the enemy Lorraine. He is trying to relocate and trying to shoot at the Hellcat. As you can see, the Hellcat was camping in the bush where BloodyAngel fired earlier. Well, excellent thinking by him where the last tank could be. So the 110 is near the base. BloodyAngel and the M4 are aiming. Another blind shot, but shell fell short. Maybe he did some damage, I don't know. The 110 is in big trouble. The artillery took a huge amount of help from him, but the Hellcat is doing it wrong. He's running the tier 10 heavy tank. Sorry, tier 8 heavy tank. He fires another shot, and he gets killed by the Lorraine that was spotted on the left side. So now it's 2 artilleries against 1, and when you count the kills on the artillery in both teams, it's 14 guys dead just by this menace from the top. And there's the Lorraine. Now the question is, who will have the first shot? BloodyAngel or the enemy Lorraine? And the enemy Lorraine misses and BloodyAngel kills him. And that's a GG. Let's take a look at the both game stats. So BloodyAngel had an excellent game. He got a couple of medals like Arsonist, Bruiser, a Gore's medal for doing 10 times as much damage as his hit points, a Radley-Walters medal for killing 9 tanks, Top Gun medal, a high caliber medal, and of course the Mastery badge Ace Tanker. On the team score sheet, you can see that he finished first with 1223 experience, doing 4145 damage and killing 9 tanks, which is very good for a artillery piece. On the detail report, you can see that he fired 17 shots, of which 9 hit the target and 9 penetrated. So you can see that half of the shots he fired hit the target, and he got very lucky for the 9 penetrations. So in conclusion, I wanted to say a couple of things about the artillery. It's my opinion on this class, and I hope you guys didn't unsubscribe up till now for seeing a artillery replay. I hope you don't get hit by any, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you all for watching. If you didn't like the video, drop a dislike or leave a comment how I can improve the channel. And if you liked the video, hit the like button, share and subscribe for more content, as it really helps me out a lot. And also don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google Plus to get the new content first, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And if you're wondering what to watch next, hit the little I button in the top right corner and it will lead you to another video. See you guys next time.